Yo, what's going on, YouTube family? I'm back at you with another one. And this is the Eagles Unleashed podcast, episode 10. And today we got a special guest in the building. My guy Diamond Crew on board. We got also my guy Kev talking birds, and we got my guy Eagles Uncut 2.0. What's going on, fellas?
What's good? What's good, y'all? How y'all feeling tonight?
What's going on, man?
Ready to get it in, man. See what we got to work with. See what we got coming up. Our next opponent. I'm ready to get into it, man. I'm ready to go 3-0.
Yeah, we're
Yes,
going
sir.
against the 2-0 Bucks. How y'all feel about that? How y'all feel about that? That's a win or as a loss coming up on Monday?
I ain't gonna lie, that's a dub, but I ain't gonna lie. I was watching that game yesterday. Like they running game not really all that good, but they can pass the ball though. Like I ain't gonna lie, they Baker Mayfield rapport with Mike Evans.
Yeah,
Like they got something going on. Like I like the chemistry that they got.
and that defense is tough too, man. It's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, but before we start discussing on the Tampa Bay Bucks, how do y'all feel about the team right now? Like as far as like with what we got like depth wise. Like how did y'all feel about the depth play last Thursday?
Who want to go ahead and take that one?
I'll go ahead and start with this, bro. Because compared to last year, injury bugs been biting us in the ass, man. This year, we have a lot of guys hurt. Now we don't know if James Bradbury is gonna clear concussion protocol. I'm assuming he is. Because it's gonna be close to like 2 weeks now. Now Reed Blankenship, I don't know. What's going on really with him, because I think he had was a ribs injury, right? So we don't know if he's gonna be available or not. On the same thing on with Gainwell as well. On now the running back that I'm okay with that. I'm okay with Swift and Penny. Now safety, we're a little thin on safety and linebacker as well. Especially since Dean is not. We don't have Dean right now either. So we definitely got to bring someone in, man. Either on a safety position, either traded for Patrick Queen or even Buda Baker as well. So like that's the only thing that worries me is like that the depth on the safety and the depth at the linebacker.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, dog. That safety is kind of thin, but I think Reed should be back pretty soon. He has a rib injury, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah. He got a rib.
It's a rib. Okay, and I
Yep.
think that takes about a month or two. So yeah, that's some significant time. But with the linebackers, I think Cunningham did pretty well. We got N'Kobe Dean out and Zach Cunningham. Who else? Is it the linebacker position?
Morrow.
Nicholas Morrow.
Yep.
So
He
we
started.
we don't have anybody behind those guys, if I'm not mistaken.
besides Christian.
Besides
Christian Ellis.
Christian Ellis is
Christian
the
Ellis.
only one linebacker that's on the roster that's behind those two guys. Everybody else is practice squad. So have to bring some guys up. So but they played well. The linebackers played competent. I like to use that word. They played competent last Sunday. They weren't an issue. The defense played pretty well. It's the offense that was, kind of rocky, but they had to get it going. But that safety depths, I want to see Sidney Brown. I want to see Sidney Brown in the game. I want to see him get some snaps. I really do. I don't feel like he's no worse than Terrell Edmonds. You know what I'm saying? I think Sidney Brown can go out there and make plays. We just got to give him a chance. We got to give him a shot.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We just got to get that man a shot. That's all we need to do is put him out there and see what he can do. That's all we got to do. That's all I want the Eagles to do. I want to see what we got in our young guys. That's what I want. Terrell Edmonds he's a veteran. He's decent, but he's not that much better than Sidney Brown. If he is better, we don't know. We haven't even given the man a chance. So man, that as far as depth, my concern is just I want to see that one piece because we don't know what we have. He has potential that we don't know. We haven't seen it. We just want to see the product on the field. So that's one guy I'm really concerned about, and I want to see on the depth side, which is Sidney Brown.
Yeah. What about you, Diamond?
I mean, I enjoyed the depth that I see on the defensive side, because we need it right now. You know, we decimated by injuries. Like Daga said, compared to last year, we were really good with injuries, but this year is hitting us really, really early. So you know, basically what we seeing right now is competent play from these young players, and that's what I want to see. I definitely enjoy the depth that we have at the defensive line. That's probably the strong point on this defense. And I also like what I seen out of Josh Jobe, man. Josh Jobe, he did pretty well, you know, especially for him coming in and not having a bunch of starting experience. I feel like he did good, and I feel like we're gonna see a lot more Josh Jobe this coming week. You know, if we can't see Bradbury out there, I'm just wondering who gonna play the nickel.
Right.
Because Goodrich played, but he got beat a lot. He was out of position a lot last week. So I definitely want to see what we have at that nickel, because with Avante not being available for the rest of the season, what are we going to do there? It's important, man. That nickel position is important to the success of this defense. Because you just can't put anybody right there, because
Right.
most of the wide receivers that we going up against, you know, that slot is what kill us, bro. So Goodrich is a question for me right now. I'm not sure if he's the guy. I mean, do y'all feel like Goodrich is the guy at the nickel spot?
No,
Not at all, man. So
no.
that's a major concern for me right there, and that might play a little bit, you know, to the middle of the field and why it's so wide open a lot of times, and also the safety spot, because you know, I want to see Sidney Brown, just like you said, man. I want to see Sidney Brown back there causing trouble, man, causing havoc back there. I think he's ready, and we don't have no choice. We don't have no choice right now, man.
You know,
So
the one thing, sorry to cut you off, bro.
no, you good, bro.
One thing I don't want the Eagles to do and make the same mistake as last year is pretty much like to redshirt on
How we did in the Kobe Dean. I don't want
Sidney
to.
Brown just like
Right.
they did in the Kobe Dean. You know what I'm saying? Like
We don't need to
cannot
do that.
Not this year.
We shouldn't do that for any rookie. I was sitting here thinking about what Diamond Sports just said with the depth at that nickel position. And I'm sitting here thinking like, man, we should just. I played corner, and I don't see nickel any different from the outside. It's cover and tackle. It's cover and tackle. I don't think those guys see it any different, like a totally new position. And I gotta learn how to cover this receiver, and you have to take on a pulling guard from time to time at the nickel position. But that's football. I don't, man. You can put Eli Ricks in there. We need to throw the young guys in there, man. We got it. Avante Maddox is out for the year. You didn't. What's his name? Eli Ricks. He made the 53-man roster. Why won't you give the man a shot week 3?
And he played.
Put him out there.
He played better than Terrell Emmons in the preseason, and he played better than Justin Evans.
So where do y'all want to see? Where do y'all want to see Eli Ricks at?
I don't know
on the outside or at the nickel?
Outside.
I think
inside,
he can play both.
Right.
Either on slot or on the outside. If James Bradbury can't play, I would say, yeah. Hey, Mr. Ash, what's going on? Welcome to the chat.
Ash? How you doing?
Like I was saying, but yeah, hold on, yeah, wait. Before we got 6 people in the chat. Hey, y'all get in the chat, man. Voice y'all opinion. It ain't just us talking. Y'all share y'all viewpoints and how y'all feel about the team as well too. Absolutely. But yeah, like I was saying, yeah, I feel like we should probably put if James Bradbury don't come back, I feel like we should put Eli Ricks on the outside, maybe move Sidney Brown in the slot or Josh Jobe, because I feel like Josh Jobe, he did decent, but he was kind of like he got beat like one time really from what I saw.
Yeah, he got beat that one time.
Yeah, he got beat.
And the second time he didn't know what to do. Like he got lost on the second play in the end zone. But I feel like he played fairly good the whole game, but I feel like he kind of slightly a little too slow to play on the outside. But he did a decent job. So, but I wouldn't mind him playing in the slot or Sidney Brown. But I feel like Sidney Brown should get more playing time than Justin Evans and Terrell Emmons, because right off the rip when he get in the game, even on special teams, like the commentators say his name, like as soon as he get in, he makes a play. Like so, that's showing me right there. Like, look, this player right here, he's hungry. Like he ready to play right now. You telling me what you saw from Justin Evans was better than what you saw from Sidney Brown in the preseason? No. Like I feel like we showing favoritism in that little section right there. But other than that, I like what I saw from Zach Cunningham. I still feel like we kind of weak in the middle of the field.
Absolutely.
But I feel like Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter giving us a great push too. Like I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't expecting to see Jalen Carter playing this good this early. I thought maybe like week 5, week 6. But them two going ham already. So that's a good time to see. It just we gotta get healthy, man.
Yeah.
Moving forward.
Right.
And we gotta stop showing favoritism, bro. Like so what that he's a rookie. Like if the player's better than the player, like, bro, just put him in. Like how is it gonna hurt you? Like your job on the line too, like Sean decided. Your job is on the line, dude. Like just put the players in that need to that can play.
That is true.
It's definitely true. Definitely.
And I have a question for you guys, man. Look, what do you think is going on with Hassan Reddick, man? We haven't been here or actually seeing him around much either, you know? You think that hands is still bothering him?
Maybe. It's week 2.
Yeah, I think it's still a little bit too early. I still think he got plenty of time to get back to where he left off last year. Hassan Reddick is a veteran. We know he know how to play this game. There's no doubt in my mind. That he's one of the best edge rushers in the league. But like I said, man, we haven't been. I mean, last week we did get to the quarterback a few times, but I would like to see us get to the quarterback a few more times. Definitely, because these quarterbacks that we've been playing, we should be able to just, continue putting them
Sack
in.
Them.
Yeah, I want to see more sacks.
I'm not worried about Hassan.
The pressures is cool. My boy.
He started off. Remember, he started off slow. Like the first, it didn't take him to like week 4 against the Jags or something like that.
Yeah.
So he gonna come along, man. Just it just takes him a little bit longer to get going. But
that's
I
all
feel
it
like
is.
I'm love what I'm seeing from Josh Sweat. I told y'all.
Oh yeah, bro.
Absolutely.
Sweaty is a beast, dog.
Yeah.
Sweaty different. Sweaty different, bro.
He coming through wrecking havoc.
And then you see they moving him around too. They moving him around the line. He getting pressure like instantaneously. So man, I love what I'm seeing out of Sweaty, man. But Sweaty right back to it. Right back to it.
You know? Yeah, you right about that.
He almost had a pick last game, didn't he?
Man, he should have had a pick.
Yeah, it was Sweaty. It was Sweaty. Yeah.
Sweaty almost had a pick last game. And he do it.
Right.
Because I was at the game, and I know you was at the game too last year, Quez, right? Quez, you was at the Dallas game last year, right?
Yeah, I was. Yeah. I saw that live. I got that on my phone. I was talking so much, but too, bro. But since we talked about the defense, let's talk about this offense real quick, because like I feel like how can I feel like the OC kind of holding us back, man. Because I feel I get it. Other teams are kind of playing us different now, because now that they know that Jalen Hurts can throw the ball, like they stacking 8. They're putting 8 people out there in the backfield. But I feel like still we should be able to still scheme up better plays to get our players open. So do y'all feel like Jalen Hurts just not seeing the field, or do y'all feel like it's the play calling?
I feel like it's the play calling, bro. I mean, because a lot of that. Him running the ball consecutively, when it wasn't working, like that's not going to fly, bro. That's not going to fly at all. We got running backs to do that. And we got running backs by committee. So that kind of threw me off, man. And I'm glad that, he was able to make that adjustment to the run, because that's what kind of saved the game for us. Because if we'd have kept going down that same road where it was just, RPO, let Jalen run, and it wasn't working, then we'd probably be talking about a loss. So I'm happy that he was able to adjust, because at first it was looking real scary for us. You know what I mean? And then they was disguising a lot of those coverages. You know what I mean? It was kind of throwing Jalen off a little bit, but once we started working through the game, you could tell that it started to get a little bit easier for him. But they're gonna throw different disguises at Jalen. They're gonna throw a lot of different stunts at him, you know. So because they know what we got and they know the type of player he is, you know what I mean? So
and you know what we need to do based off of them dropping those guys, dropping 8 back in the coverage. What we need to do since the league is on notice that Jalen can pass the ball and he's efficient at it, we need to keep that ball on the ground with Swift,
absolutely,
Penny, and Gainwell. We need to throw them guys. Okay, if you know we're gonna run it, let's see if you can stop it. Because now, if you know we can run it, and you know Hurts can pass it, which one you gonna stop?
right?
We don't need to come out throwing the ball. You know, just keep. We don't need to do that. We don't need to do that. We need to put that ball on the ground and establish something. We seen yesterday. Go ahead.
I cut you off. My fault. Go ahead.
We seen this past game that DeAndre Swift is a complete elite running back. No ifs, ands, or but about it. You give him. When was the last time the Eagles gave a running back 28 carries?
That's true.
When was the last time we gave a running back? Probably Shady.
Yeah,
I don't even know if to be a fact, but I would say Shady. And I don't even think he probably got damn near 30 carries in the game.
Right.
You know, we don't do that. We need to keep the ball on the ground, man. We need to keep the ball on the ground. Go ahead, Dami.
My bad. That also opens up the pass, man. When we start off running, you know, and you can tell by the last game, it just opened the pass right up.
Open it right up.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Miss Pebble. Shout out to you. Yeah, share it.
With that being said, though, man, that run gonna open up everything in the offense. The offense will open up once you establish a firm run game. That will set it off. Absolutely. That will set it off. No one will be upset. We can do play action. We can do everything off the run. We can do everything off the run, and everybody will be happy. And wins. I don't give a damn how the Eagles win, bro. I won't. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I call the team trash when we literally playing like trash. But I'm a fan at the end of the day. It's like, come on, man. But I take any win. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how we get it done this year. It's looking rocky this year. It's for these past 2 games. It's been rocky. It's been rocky, but man, we 2-0. We 2-0. We in a 2-0 club, man.
Yep.
Can't even complain. I know things got to get better, but I think I really feel like the number one thing is DeAndre Swift and the running back group to get that engine really going to set off that pass game.
Yeah,
that's honestly how I feel. And if I see us come out running the ball, like we got a juggernaut. Dallas is looking like a juggernaut. Completely. I can't even.
They always look like that around this time of the year.
They do.
Hey, I'm not worried.
They do. You're right about that.
Year, but
you're right about that. They are being carried by defense, and Prescott is just they looking all right.
They are good though. They are good. They are good.
With a team like that, when we played in week 9. We got to come out running. That's smash mouth football.
That's why I said. Look, I said we're gonna do the same thing last year. But when we play them, like when we played them in the 49ers, and when we get in the playoffs, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna run it down their throat. Because I still don't believe in I believe in the Dallas defense, but I just don't feel like they can stop our front. I think our front 7 is better than theirs. Like when it really matters. I don't feel like they can stop our run game.
That's right. I don't think so
I feel
either.
like that's how we're gonna beat them.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna have to control the clock. That's basically what it is, man. Control the clock with great play calling. We're gonna really need Brian Johnson to be on this game when we play Dallas, man, because play calling is gonna be key. You know, keeping that offense on the field, grinding down that clock, you know, controlling the ball. That's what we need to do with Dallas, man. We gotta come out with a great game plan, because if we sit here and continue giving them the ball and let them run up and down the field, we're gonna take a loss, and I can't lose to the Cowboys.
Bro, especially not at home.
Nah,
Man, they don't ever shut up.
No, exactly.
I'm trying to put my neck on my feet on their neck every time.
I would I'm not gonna lie too, bro. I'm not gonna lie, man. Look, we got to run more slants as well with AJ Brown, bro, because he's one of the best, you know, at running slants. And last game, especially the way that the Vikings were playing defensively. Man, he would have been wide open. We only ran the slants with AJ Brown once. You know,
one time in week 1.
One time. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the things that he was like he dominated whenever he was with Titans as well. You know, was on the slants as well. You know, because he can take that shit home. You know,
That's what I was saying, dog. Like, how do you, but you was in the room last year. Like, how do you not see what works for the team? I get it, you the OC, but like, come on now, bro. Like, keep some of the stuff we did last year and bring some of your new stuff too, but don't get rid of everything that made us good.
Right.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, go ahead, dog.
And that's a really good point that you brought up about these slants, man. Because when you got a possession receiver like AJ Brown that got great body control, that can really set up like a basketball player, like in a post. We can grind up them 5-10 yards. You know what I'm saying, and keep us early in the downs. And then like you said, he can definitely catch it and take that thing to the crib. Real fast. Even though last year he did get hawked a few times, but that's that's A Jeezy. But at the same time, I agree, man. We definitely need to get him more involved. It's important that we do. I mean, I know that Smitty is a dog, and he wanted the top 10 receiver in the league, but we have to make sure that we get AJ Brown involved too, man, because that's like the 1-2 punch. And then when you add Swift to the fold, man, we talking about an unstoppable force. So I definitely
Not
agree
only
with
that
that, man.
either, but Dallas got her as well,
Absolutely.
Because we can always see that's like a safety blanket for Jalen Hurts as well. He's always open on the middle of the field as well, and you throw anywhere near Dallas Goedert, he's gonna catch the ball, man, no matter what. You know.
You're right about that. And it was running a lot of those screens, those tight end screens last week, and it's cool to run them, but when they ain't working, man, you got to go away from them.
Right.
Put Dallas Goedert in the middle of the field. Because he's open most of the time. So we got to make sure that we scheme all these guys in, and that's on Brian Johnson. And that's why, and we already know as Philly fans, if we don't like what we see, we're gonna tell you that instantaneously. We're gonna let you know, that ain't it, bro. Just like we did I was going ham, I was going crazy. I'm like, what is you doing, bro? This play calling is horrendous.
Right.
But like I said, man, we shook back. So
now back to that as well, because I have a question about that, man. Because now you said that he changed like to because on the beginning of the game we were passing a lot, and then he changed to and he put in DeAndre Swift, and he started running the ball more with DeAndre Swift and all. Now, do you think he changed the game plan, or do you think he pretty much stumbled into that game plan? What I mean by that, do you think because the first, I think 4 or 5 times that DeAndre Swift ran off the ball, he got at least 5 yards, 5 to 8 yards the first 5 times that he ran on the ball. So do you think let's say if you would have only got 3 to 4 yards that first 2-3 times, do you think he still would have kept running the ball, or he would have go back to the passing the ball?
I think he kind of stumbled onto that. And I think Nick Sirianni was getting hot, because if you look, Nick Sirianni was getting hot with the OC and he was getting hot with the DC. If you really look, he was Nick Sirianni was on fire. So I knew that he was probably telling them, look, man, you need to change it up. You need to adjust. He probably was telling Sean Desai the same thing. Because you already know Nick Sirianni not gonna just let these guys continue to fail. He gonna step in and let them know, hey, look, man, what is you doing out here? Fix this up. And I think that he kind of stumbled onto it. It started working, and he just stuck with it. That's amazing. That was important for us to do. So yeah. I think he kind of stumbled on it, and then he just went with it.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like I slick feel like he didn't even want to run.
He wanted to pass it.
I just feel like we feel with the play call. I just feel like we get too predictable. Like it ain't nothing. It's no oomph to it. Like it's right. Like okay, we see what you're trying to do, but yeah, man, we definitely got to do better with the offensive weapons we got on this team. There's no way Jalen Hurts should only be throwing for 190 yards. I get it, he gonna do that every game, but still, we should be looking better on offense, and it starts with the coaching first. So I'm glad Nick Sirianni been getting on him.
He been getting on him, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he been getting on him. Because I'm trying to cruise to a win. I was watching that Jason Kelsey Amazon special, and his wife Kylie. She was like, "When we gonna just be able to cruise? Like, I just want to see a win.
Yeah,
I want my
look good like
yeah.
we're supposed to. Like we
Right.
ain't got
Right.
that.
That's the cruise he talking about.
Yeah.
Looking
Yeah, that's
good
what I
on
wanna
all
see.
phases.
yeah,
You just chilling, drinking, watching the Eagles dominate like we
Right.
did last year on some games. But
right,
starting off this year, it's like, man, I'm back and forth. I ain't loud. My girl know when we win and lose. She don't watch too much football, but if I'm not loud, y'all must be losing. I'm like, don't even say too much to me right now. It's like,
right. I'm hurting
you
right
know?
now. You don't even understand. It's
Come
the
on.
process.
But yeah,
but
I
I get
forgot
it.
what I was about to say. Damn, what was I gonna say? Yeah. What's his name? This is moving to special teams. We got that new guy, Brandon Kirk. I was happy when I saw we had a new punter.
Oh, me too, man.
I was ecstatic. I'm like,
I'm so
thank
sick
you.
of
Like,
Sipos.
we got us a new punter coming in week 3. Brandon Kirk.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see my guy hanging 60-yard punts inside the 20.
Yeah.
That's what we need. That's what type of we need. We didn't have no good special teams, period, in quite some time.
I mean,
So
that's kicking and that's
that's kicking, returning,
everything.
everything. The special teams has not been good.
Mm-mm.
It's been it played a factor in the Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
think
One of the
those
reasons why
guys
we lost.
You would think those guys would go in and I guess how he's doing his due diligence now. He's working on the punter position. I would like for those guys to go ahead and look at some returners as well. Young guys out of college. I don't care if you drafted a guy at a certain round because he got specialist return or undrafted free agent. Next year we got to see a whole revamp, but that's next year. But Brandon Kerr, going back to Brandon Kerr, I'm just happy that we've seen a deficit at punter that needed to be filled, and I'm hoping he can come in and do an amazing job for us. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hang some punts. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Pin these guys. Pin these guys. Yeah, pin them back, man. Get a defensive leg to stand on. You right, bro.
That's what it is, bro. Like
that's a great point, man. That's a
one
great
more
point.
thing. I always thought that every position on the football field is just as important. Punter is just as important as quarterback. I don't give a damn. It is just as important. You know, I know what comes along with quarterback, but when a punter is needed, he is just as important as that quarterback. We need you to hang this and pin him inside the 10. You know what I'm saying? Or anybody, any position. Hey, you're returning. We need you to get this out to the 40 for us, man. We can rely on guys, you know what I'm saying, for stuff like that. But special teams, I'm glad we got Brandon Kerr, man.
I'm just wondering why they keep bringing Covey up. Like every week, we got
one more time, man.
Yeah, we get it. Covey brought up from the practice squad. Leave him down there. We got so many guys who can return punts. I'd rather see Boston Scott back there.
All the free agent talent, all the talent that's still out there, bro. Anybody can do better than him. I don't understand it. Why do we do that? I just don't understand it, bro. Why do we do that?
I don't even know what do they see in Covey.
Special teams, we just throw crumbs. Oh yeah, that's the crumbs of our team. We ain't to hell with that. Like,
that's exactly what it is, Quiz. Crumbs. That's what we treat special teams like, bro.
Like it ain't important. It's extremely important. It's like you said, man. We got to make sure we fresh there because it bit us at the most inopportune time when in the Super Bowl, bro.
Come on,
we want to blame it on Gannon. We want to blame it on Gannon, and it was Gannon's fault. But it was a major reason too, man, because it happened. It happened at the wrong time, bro. You can't give Patty that type of time. You know, you can't give him that type of area and think that he's not about to go punch it in or score. You know, so.
So before we move on to talk about the Tampa game, how do y'all feel like we got a shot at getting Buda Baker? Like, I feel like
Doctor, you said straight up.
Yes, straight up, man. Because look, man. Who did you guys ever think that we could have got AJ Brown last year?
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? No, exactly, bro. Like Howie, like he works his magic, man. You know. And let's be real, Buda Baker, he doesn't want to be at Arizona either. You know what I'm saying?
Who would?
So I know, right? And I'm pretty sure he definitely doesn't want to play for Gannon either. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I really think it is a really good possibility for Howie Roseman actually to go and grab Buda Baker, man. You know, especially like since we've been getting hurt as well on a safety position as well, we need that there too, man. So hopefully.
What do we give up?
They say he on injury reserve or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, he on injury reserve or something like that. So I don't know what's going on in that
I think
aspect.
it's all cap, man. I think, tell you the truth, I think it's all cap. I think it's already, there's something going on already. Like, I don't know if it's us or if someone else that's probably already talking to Arizona Cardinals, and they don't want him to be hurt,
Right.
I think that's straight up what it is, man.
So what do you give up for a guy like Buda Baker? What are they asking for? Like, are we giving up major compensation?
But I don't care at this point. But we need him.
I don't care.
We can wait.
Grab him.
But it focuses right.
So
now.
a second is I would say one of them seconds for Buda Baker. I would say so. You gotta give up one of them seconds.
I don't know. I'm cool with that, but I don't know if Howie would be cool with that. Howie,
I don't know, but
Howie tried to give up everything else with that.
You're right about that. Though. He's not giving up no high picks.
He don't believe in that. But he'll give up a third or fourth for anybody.
Yeah, a third, and some extra. Maybe Derek Barnett is involved in something.
Yeah, get rid of Derek Barnett, please.
I wouldn't mind it because he ain't doing nothing.
No,
I wouldn't mind it.
He since the Super Bowl, he ain't did nothing. When we won the Super Bowl, when he made that little strip or whatever. But the only thing he been doing for us is causing havoc, putting laundry on the field. We don't need that.
Right.
We don't need that, man. He got an attitude problem. So I would love that, but I don't see nobody wanting Derek Barnett. My opinion, man.
They trash. Then we give see like stuff like that. We not giving like that's another thing, bro. We not putting Nolan Smith in like he's getting all the time. Like I didn't even see Nolan Smith Thursday night. I didn't see him one time. Like,
I think he played 7 snaps on Thursday, bro.
I didn't see him at all.
I ain't see him at all. And those 7 snaps probably special team snaps they count.
Yeah, right. Right.
They're probably special teams. We can't even see the man on kickoff gunning down the field or something like that. But you're right about that, Quiz. We need to get he's a first round pick. I don't give a damn where he's selected in the first round.
He need to be on the field.
He needs to be on the field. Those young guys, you got to see what they got early. Why are we waiting to put guys in week 6, week 10? Don't wait to put those guys in. See what they got right now. Why they're healthy.
Draft him just to sit. Oh, you're the first ready to play. You see what Carter doing?
Right, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I think somebody said that earlier in the stream about Jalen Carter, but I was literally I was like, man, I'm hoping Jalen Carter can be one of them first round draft picks that the Eagles get and immediately impact the team. I see other teams with it. I need my team to have that. We had a first round pick to come in and immediately impact the team. He is doing that right now.
Absolutely.
He's doing it. We're not getting the sacks like we want. The team is getting a lot of pressure right now. That's cool, but we need you to finish it. I was arguing with, I want to say, I don't know who it was on Twitter, but the guy saying sacks are not important, but pressures are. Pressures are more important than sacks. And I said, to hell with that. I want my guys getting to the ball because you know why? You can pressure the guy all day long, and he can complete a pass on you.
He can get out the pocket. Pressured. He can move out the pocket.
All for getting pressured. We need to finish the job. So, and I know Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis are on the same type of time. Man, I want to sack that quarterback, man. I don't want to. I ain't pressure nothing. I want to pressure nothing. I want to finish it.
We just need Hassan Reddick to go and wake up. Like, come on, man.
Hey, when Hassan wake up, everybody gonna wake up.
Hassan been getting pressures, like he said, he been getting pressures. He just can't get the sack. You know,
get home.
He can't get the sack, but he been getting the pressures. So I mean that defensive line is dominant, bro. It's dominant. That's one of my least concerns on the defensive side on this team. Period, man. We got a great rotation. The rotation is there. We just got to make sure we hold these receivers just a little bit, man. These dudes be running wide open. That's another thing, man. We get the pressures, but these receivers be running wide open.
And not only that, bro, like one of our concerns as well was the middle of the field. You know what I'm saying? Mac Jones was getting rid of the ball in like 2-point-something seconds. I think it was like less than 2.5 seconds.
Was wide open.
And tight end wide open, man. So like if you get rid of the ball in 2 seconds, there is no way. I don't care how fast you are. There's no way you're gonna be able to get to the quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like we need to place our fastest people on the field, like especially in the middle section. Like whoever's in the slot, it need to be somebody that's fast. Like since we lost Avante Maddox, I feel like Goodrich, he's kind of too slow and he's like too hesitant. Like when he's trying to make up make the decision that he want to move, it's like 3 to 5 seconds late, and I feel like he's not ready to play slot yet. But I feel like what we got with Eli Ricks, I feel like man, his instance is like this, like and he fast, like he's right there line for line, speed for speed.
And he a ball hawk too, man.
Yeah,
he know how to find the football.
Like, I feel like the other corners be scared, like they out there, but I don't be feeling like. I feel like they don't be like, I ain't finna make no play. But I feel like with Eli Ricks, I feel like when he get on the field, like, man, I'm trying to like make my name known.
You're trying to pick something.
I am at this game. Like that's how I feel. The vibe he brings to the team, and it's like, if I know the players talk amongst each other, like, bro, I know they be like, bro, you like, I know this because if we doing it, I know they doing like, bro, you better than him. Like, you need to, like, real talk, bro. You need to be in the start line. I know they talk like that, bro. So yeah, I just feel like the coaching staff need to just like, bro, play the best player. Bro, play it. Don't matter what draft, what round they came out. But
you know it's favoritism, bro, because it's like why not Ricks over Job when Bradbury went down? Why not Ricks?
Yeah. He not trash, but you can tell like with Eli Ricks, it's just, bro, you finna get a pick. Like it's like he gonna end up getting he gonna force the turnover. Like if you throw it his way, he's shown it. But yeah, I just feel like like there's no way Kobe should be on this team. Like Devin Allen, I know he fumbled, but he showed you in one snap, bro, what he can do. Kobe ain't did that in the whole season.
Never has he done that. But you don't even want to give the guy who did a chance.
Then he runs into the contact. He don't go away. He runs into the contact
and get demolished.
You have no vision. Your IQ is terrible.
Yeah.
No way, bro. He got no moves, nothing. He just run. He get the ball and run. He don't do no juke moves, no spins, no nothing. Like, bro.
I think his strong point was probably, securing the catch, but after last week, we seen him put it on the carpet. You know what I mean? And then imagine if we wouldn't have got back on top of that. They'd have had like 5-10 yards for a touchdown. So that's crucial. That's crucial that we secure the football and also put our offense in a good position. It's crucial, man.
Yeah,
real crucial.
And Quizzy, you're talking about Josh Jobe, and going back to that for like 1 second, bro. Tell the truth, man. Look, if let's say James Bradbury cannot go this on Monday, I would actually put Eli Ricks, because I think he's better at coverage than Josh Jobe. I would have put him on the outside and actually put Josh Jobe on the slot.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm cool with that too.
Sidney Brown in the slot.
Or that too.
I feel like he'll do better, but yeah, man. Let's talk about these Bucks, man. We got them next Monday. I watched a little bit of that game. Like, I ain't gonna lie, the report on Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans guys is pretty good. Like, they got some chemistry. Like, they got the deep ball on point. So I feel pretty good about this team, but I'm not taking them lightly because Todd Bowles, he's a good coach, man. I ain't gonna lie. And he scheming up good things. And their offensive coordinator, they was creative on offense. But I want to ask y'all, how y'all feeling coming into this game? Like is anything that's that y'all fearful of or y'all need to be worried about, or like how y'all feeling about this game?
One thing I can say is I hear that I haven't watched too much on the Bucks. I ain't going to cap to you guys. I've been focused on the Eagles, so I haven't seen anything from the Bucks. But I know they 2-0, just like us. They find a way to win the football game, just like we found a way to win the football game. They're decent right now. I heard that Mayfield and Mike Evans have a good connection. Maybe we need to roll some coverage to Mike Evans' way early. And you already know we're going to pressure the quarterback, but we need to make Baker Mayfield uncomfortable. We need to make him uncomfortable when he's throwing to his top tier target. If we can shut that down early, that could be a problem for him. He's not as comfortable anymore. You know what I'm saying? We need to take Mike Evans out the game early. But if they're not establishing a run game, they try to come out hot, throwing a football. I think the main thing we need to do is roll some coverage to Mike Evans' way because that's his top target. And if you take him away, you then make Mayfield uncomfortable, and all hell breaks loose from there.
Yeah, they do a lot of short passing routes too. Like I was watching, they do a lot of screens too. A lot of they do a lot of slants too as well. Like with what's his name, number 14?
Godwin.
Godwin,
Yeah,
yeah.
got one.
Do a
Yeah.
lot of they do a lot of short intermediate routes too. So definitely the DB is gonna have to be on point for sure. And they all fast too on offense. So
Right.
we gonna have to be on point with that.
And they got really good linebacking core as well, man. We can't forget about that.
Right, man. Fuck,
That linebacking core is ridiculous. So
This
me,
is
my
bro,
top worry.
bro. Why do we? I just don't understand.
I already
There's
know
no
where
way,
he at.
bro. Why would you want to have some weakness? Why would you want weak? You deliberately want weak points in your defense. Like, no, just
Yeah, I
go
don't
and
get it
get
either,
the
man.
best players, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's for sure. But as long as we can have a maintain on offense, in my opinion, I think that we're gonna be all right. I mean, they defense is to me is one of their strongest points, you know. So we're gonna have to be able to be successful. They got good corners as well. And like you said, man, we can't take these guys lightly. We got to make sure we come in here prepared with a really good game plan, offensively and defensively. And we got to make sure that we run the ball successfully. Because if Gainwell come back, you know, I do want to see Gainwell get a few carries, but we got to go back to the high hand. We got to go back to DeAndre Swift. We have to. We at least we got to do it early on. Because that defense is concerning to me, man. I'm not gonna lie. That's the most concerning point to me. And I think that they have not seen a roster like this yet. I mean, I know they 2-0, but this is a really good roster. We got really good depth. We should be getting healthier this week with the long week. So I definitely think that we're gonna win. I'm not really concerned, man. I think that we're gonna win. I'm just hoping that it's not like last game and my anxiety through the roof.
Man,
You know,
Diamond, do you think we're going to win through the air or on the ground?
I think we're gonna win through the ground. To me, man, I'm from Philadelphia. I've been loving Philadelphia Eagles all my life. To me, I felt like we have always been a running team. You know, when we won a Super Bowl, we were a running team. We had two really good running backs. You know, so we have to make sure that may be our identity. We've been looking for our identity all season. You know, coming into this season, I know it's early, but we've been trying to find our identity. And to me, it might be the run. It might be the run. We got a dynamic quarterback who can run at times, you know, and we have really good running backs. But like I said, man, if we open up with good running, that pass game is going to open up because it's tough to guard Devontae Smith and AJ Brown and Dallas Goedert. You know, I would like to see a little. What'd you say?
I was going to say, and have to worry about the run.
Absolutely.
At the same time.
That's what I'm saying. Absolutely. And I would like to see a little bit more out of this third and the fourth receiver, man. Where they at?
yeah, the kids like, bro.
Where they at?
They're crazy, bro. Like he don't. That's why I said I don't feel like he the coordinator for our team. Like,
Yeah.
he don't do anything. He don't get anybody involved. Like like I see he try to get Jalen Hurts involved. Like, but he do like quarterback keeps like in the wrong situations, bro. You shouldn't be doing it. Like we saw it last year. He got hurt from doing it. So it's okay to do it here and there, but not off the rip. Not in the beginning of the game. Like use your running backs, bro.
And now when you got a quarterback like Jalen Hurts who can throw inside the pocket and outside the pocket, you know, we got to make sure we put him in the best position to be successful. You know, him running the ball, what is that going to end up with an injury? And then we got to look at Marcus Mariota. So we got to sit here and we got to think about all that stuff. And we got to protect Jalen Hurts. The goal is to protect Jalen Hurts, man, because on offense, he is our guy. Between him and Kelsey, I think those are the two most important positions on our offense, you know, because Kelsey can look and find out and diagnose what's happening on the defensive side instantly. You know, it's one of his strong points. And he can communicate to the offensive line and to the offense, you know, which way we getting ready to go. But at the same time, man, we have to protect Jalen Hurts, you know, and we have to get that quick game going. You know, I haven't seen a lot of throwing out the backfield like they said, you know, that new dynamic that we was bringing to the offense. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that. You know, so we got to make sure there's so many ways we can win. But if we not putting ourselves in position to win, then we doing ourselves a disservice, man. So,
yeah, we definitely gotta.
Facts.
Yeah, like you said, bro, we definitely gotta stop running on the with Jalen Hurts, man. He ran 12 times, last game against the Vikings. That's just way too much, And going with the Bucks, man, like I did watch some of the game as well, and like they have good corners. Like the whole defense is good. I think if you put a weakness on their defense, it would be, I would say, maybe the front line, but they still have a stud on Vita Vea. Vita Vea was like, he's not known for pass rushing, the quarterback, but he was putting some pressure on, on who did it on Justin Fields.
No,
I think he had like 1 or 2 sacks
Bro,
as well.
did you remember how he did Kelsey in the playoff game? Or was it the regular season game? Them man threw Kelsey. Like, treat him like a child.
and that ain't easy, bro, because Kelsey is a
treat him
lumberjack,
like a
bro.
little boy.
Oh yeah.
Ain't
So-
Vita Vea's a big dude, though. That
He
man-
is.
No, he's huge. He's like 3 something.
Yeah, he is huge.
He's
big,
known one of the biggest guys in the NFL at nose tackle.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. So if Brian Johnson is now on his A game, man, and he doesn't go back to our bread and butter, which is running the ball, which is gonna open up the passing game, man, it's gonna be a long game, man. And like, tell you the truth, if he goes back to the way that he was, man, we ain't coming out of this with victor, man. I'm not gonna lie, bro, because I think the Bucks is better than the Vikings and is better than who do we play in the first game?
New England.
The Patriots.
And the Patriots as well. I think the Bucks better than both of them. Tell you the truth.
But I just don't think their quarterback is. To be honest, I don't think Baker Mayfield is better than Kirk Cousins, man. Kirk Cousins lit us the hell up. If you want to keep it a stack, and so did Mac Jones. They both lit us up. So and I think that he's the lesser of the two evils. And I think he's probably their weakest point. But yes, he can throw. I'm not gonna say he can't throw, but at the same time, if we put pressure on him and we make him uncomfortable, we already know what we've watched him with Cleveland. We've watched. Where else did he play last year?
The Rams.
Yeah, we watched him. We just got to put pressure on him, man, and not let him sit back there and get too comfortable. And I think that's a strong point in our defense anyway. Is feasting on the bones of these quarterbacks, and that's what we got to do. That's what we got to do.
We got to watch out for his leg too. Even though he's not a running quarterback,
yeah,
he's screaming quite a bit as well. You know what I'm saying?
He's kind of mobile a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel like we can beat them in the earliest game too, because I feel like Jalen Hurts got this game marked on his calendar, because you know how he played against them in the playoffs. So I'm hoping that's how it turned out. I hope Jalen Hurts just set the tone from the start, man, because really I feel like his play been subpar. Even though we've been winning, bro, but I just don't feel like he been playing up to his caliber. But I feel like this game he gonna get the job done, like dealing with what they say he couldn't read in the playoff game. So
yeah.
I hope we come out. I hope we come out and punch them in the mouth early.
We have to, bro.
Yeah,
we have to. We can't let them hang around like we let all these other teams hang around, bro. Or like you said, we're not gonna come out of here victorious. We have to punch them in the mouth, like you said, quick. We gotta jump on them boys and not let up. It seems like we always jump on these guys and we get an early lead. We've been getting an early lead, double digits. And what we do, we let these guys come back and hang around, and now we got a dogfight. That's not what we need this week. You know what I'm saying? We've been watching these other rival teams just moonwalk these dudes, just really kill them. That's what I want to see this week, man. I want to show dominance this week. I want to show dominance. What up, Coles?
what's going on, Cole?
What up, bro?
So, man, we got a lot to turn up to this week, man. And we the last team to play.
My bad. Go ahead.
No, you good, man. Go ahead.
No, what I was gonna say is, yeah, we've been getting like double-digit points so far, like the first 2 games, but that's mainly because of the defense, bro. The defense either getting us on short field or it's getting us points. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not because of Brian Johnson and the offense, because that's what I was saying. We need Brian Johnson to be on the A game from the start,
right.
Bro, because if he's not, then it's gonna be a long game, man. It's gonna be a long game.
Right.
Yeah. I think what solves everything is is the run game. If Brian Johnson can get creative in the run game, and I want to say the Patriots game, we saw Gainwell take all the carries in the first series. I'm not a big fan of that. I would like for the offensive coordinator to switch it up throughout the series. You go ahead and throw Swift in there. Throw ahead Gainwell. Throw everybody in there. I don't give a damn. Go ahead and if it's 2nd and 1, go ahead and put Penny in there to go ahead and run up the gut. You know what I'm saying? Get all the running backs involved in the run game. It's not hard. It's not hard. Since football was created, you run the ball to establish the game. Simple as that. I don't care what you have to do. Run the ball first. It'll set up everything. It keeps the defense balanced. You know, as a Philly fan, I noticed, you know, as the years come by, coming up until now, we let them throw the ball out, which is cool. I like that, but don't forget about that run game. That'll keep the defense honest, and you have a lot more opened up for you to work with. That playbook. You can't come out and throw 3 times and go 3 and out and then try to do it again. You can't do that. You got to establish the run game. That opens up everything. I keep going back to that because I feel like that's the key to success. It may not always win the game.
That's who we are, bro. That's who we, that's what we
and
did last year.
You see how we brought it out against the Vikings? It wasn't working, and then we fucking ran the ball almost 30 times with Swift. We just bust out with the run game. Boom, killing them. You know, you're supposed to do that in every game. I want to see handoffs the first series. I want to see them handoffs. You know what I'm saying? 2nd and 3. Go ahead and dump it off. Go ahead, Quiz. You got it.
Run going.
You got to get that run game going, man. That'll help Jalen Hurts out. I don't want to see him running the ball. I don't want to see no more design runs.
Unless the tush push, and we just pushing them in the end zone. Yeah, that's the only we want to see.
Other than that 3rd and 8, man, that blew me. They had me cussing at the TV. The kids heard me.
Right.
Oh my God! I was like, bro, what are you doing?
Right. That was uncalled for. That was. I could have reached through that damn TV and grabbed Brian Johnson.
Bro,
what are you doing? You don't do that, man.
If Brian Johnson ain't turned around, we'd have been calling for his head after that game. Man, we'd have been calling for his head.
I feel like he's really he's the reason why the offense is looking that way, bro. Then the plays we be throwing, the passing plays, they be all downfield. You think Jalen Hurts he be standing there for a while. Like, it don't be nothing quick.
Nothing open for him.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you seen that a lot of all 22, man, where Jalen just didn't have nowhere to go with the ball. You know, it was just like what do you do in this situation? You know, so we got to think about that too, man. Jalen, they don't a lot of times they be covered. Maybe they be throwing these streaks when they should be working the middle of the field. Like Dago said, like them slants, man. We gotta bring those slants back. They was dominant for us. For us. And then when you got pass catchers like Smitty and AJ and Goddard, you have to use those guys in the middle of the field, man, because our middle of the field wide open. So why not test their middle of the field? So
we need to do the bro. We need to get a screen to my bad, Doug. Go ahead. My fault.
Oh, go ahead. You're good.
I was just gonna say we need to get all the screens back to Dallas Goedert, because it seemed like when we do the screen plays with him, it's like we can block good. But like when we do it with anybody else, it don't work.
Yeah.
Now, I was gonna say too.
Go ahead, Doug. You got it. You have the question. Go ahead.
What I was gonna say too, like Kev, you were talking about that running the ball is gonna actually help on Jalen Hurts. Not only him, you can see we were struggling in the beginning of the game against the Patriots, and we were struggling in the beginning of the game against the Vikings on the offensive line. You know, they were getting pressure on Jalen Hurts, especially against the Patriots. You know, by running the ball, it's gonna help with the pass protection as well. You know, because they're gonna be worrying more about the run than the passing. As well, you know what I'm saying, and we are dominant whenever it comes to the run, you know, especially in the, like having the best offensive line as well, you know.
Absolutely, we gotta let these guys work. You're right, man. We have the best offensive line. We got it, and they opening up holes in the line that you can fit bust through. So why not? Why not? You know, I mean, and then I don't think Jurgens had the best game 1, but game 2, I feel like he improved. You know, you've seen some progression there, but this offensive line is the best in the league. So why not run it? Like that's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel like him and Swift and Gainwell should at least get 15 carries a game.
Yeah.
Both of them. Let him get fit. Let Swift get 15. Let let Gainwell get 15 carries and keep Jalen right in the 30 passing range, like 30 attempts a game, and we
Yeah.
good.
Yep.
Like he don't need to throw 40 times. Like just set the run up. That way it'll open up the play action. And we get it. 25 to 30 passing attempts a game. We good. And 30 rush attempts a game. And we good.
Yep.
I feel like that's a good formula.
I'm
I
down with
agree,
that
bro.
too.
I agree.
Yeah, so
Yo.
yeah, go ahead.
So, did you guys hear anything from on Watkins on injury? Is he available for Monday or?
I ain't heard nothing from him.
I ain't heard nothing either. And I've been reporting on Quez all offseason thinking that this was gonna be a season
He
for
been
him,
talking
his
shit
comeback
too all
season.
offseason. Say he gonna
Yeah.
ball out, but at the same time, look, this play calling, look, he ain't
Right. You ain't lying about
only
that
thing
though.
he
You're
has
right.
done right, far as like his coaching wise. Well, he ain't done that right, but I'm saying like getting somebody involved. He tried to get Jalen involved, as far as running the ball, but it's not working. But I feel like he don't scheme nobody else up good to like for them to have a good game.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
That's what it's about, man.
What's his name? Dallas Goedert is clearly wide receiver 3.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Quez, he's still hurt. He's been hurt for a while. Zacchaeus is not being schemed into the offense. We're coming out with the same guys, which could be effective, but you got to come out with that depth too as well. You know, we got to have competent play from the depth. If your starters are fatigued or nicked up or whatever, you got to have those guys come in and not miss a beat.
Right.
You know, they can't miss a beat. And Zacchaeus, Quez hasn't been there right now. Now it is week 2. I give them some time. Quez is hurt. Zacchaeus, I feel like that's Brian Johnson right there. I feel like he's healthy enough to come in and play some snaps and help the team. You know, we haven't seen that yet, but I feel like that's on Brian Johnson.
He was there Thursday.
He was in Thursday?
Yeah, he played a little bit.
Okay, I didn't see that. He must have got a low snap count.
But with the success that he had last year with Mariota, you would think that, you know, he would be good with Jalen.
Right.
You know, we're talking about a different caliber of quarterback, you know, but like you said, Quez, he just not getting the opportunity, man. He ain't getting the opportunity. And that's on coaching. We got to look at coaching. So, you know, it's a lot of improvements. It's a lot of improvements that, you know, I want to see this week from last week from our coaching staff, offensively and defensively. Like, you know, we got to start out fast on both sides, man. You know, like just like these other teams, they winning on both sides. They winning on all phases of the game. You know, we need to do the same thing this week. We need to win on all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, special teams, man. And we do that and we put that together. This team should soar, man. I want to see us win every game and then go see Miami and see what we do there. But I feel like we got a schedule to where, you know, we can at least skin out 6 wins before we go see Miami. Or however many games we play.
We're gonna be undefeated. I feel like we're gonna be undefeated. Go ahead, Quez. I feel like we'll be undefeated for a while though. Not a long time, but prior to that Miami game, it's gonna be rocky, but we're gonna be pulling it out. We're gonna find ways to win. Ways to win.
I mean, they can be beat. They can be beat,
right.
man.
Miami's week 7, right?
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken.
We got the Jets before
And week 7, that's like October. I think that's what, October 22nd, I believe. I think that's my birthday, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
but
so
anyway,
we got to get it done.
It might be a little bit cold.
Yeah,
it might be a little bit cold, man, in Philly. You know what I'm saying?
But we play well. We play well in the cold.
We're gonna run
exactly.
the ball.
Miami doesn't.
Run the ball.
That's our game, bro. And the cold is our game.
Yeah,
exactly. But Miami doesn't. So that, like, because I was to tell you the truth, whenever we did the predictions, and I had us losing to the Jets, but that was with Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Zach Wilson is trash.
Zach Wilson said my opinion has changed on that game. I had us losing to the Jets.
Trash,
I had our first L coming to Miami.
Yeah.
Simply because of Tyreek Hill.
They come to Philly, right?
Yeah, they're gonna be. Yep, they come to Philly, but he could be shut down. We're gonna. He could not be shut down, but you can see like last game.
He was shut down yesterday, bro.
Right, he had a combined yards. Him and Waddle, I think, like 126 yards from both of them.
Something yards yesterday.
Yeah, so he can be shut down. He could be shut down. So and then But those corners over there is really good that he went
They're
up
good,
against that
man.
because we just had
Yeah,
a dose of that.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
They got Jalen Mills in the back in the safety room too, like in the backfield. So yeah, but yeah,
yep.
that's one thing I did learn about our team this season. I learned that we can put a team away early, like the defense. We can commit turnovers early.
Mm-hmm.
My only problem is with the offense, bro. Like
3 and out.
we did it twice, 2 games in a row, bro. The game, I'm telling you, like when we figure this thing out, we're gonna be putting these teams out by halftime. Because
Mm-hmm.
we already showing light to it. Like the
Yep.
defense committing turnovers early, like super early. Like and then like we get up early and then it's like the defensive play calling gets mid a little bit. Like we start playing too far back. Like we just need to keep our foot on their neck from start to finish, bro. And I feel like we like this team will be unstoppable. Like once everything get to clicking.
Man, and my wife brought this up yesterday as we was watching this show, watching this Jason Kelsey show. She like, man, y'all got to win it for Jason, because Jason is not going to be here. I just don't see him coming back,
I
after
think he's
this.
trying to win one more before he goes.
We have to do it this year for Kelsey, in my opinion, because man, the work that he put in, a lot of times it go unnoticed. He just one of the best players. He's one of the best offensive tools we have, and we have to do it for Jason Kelsey, man. We have to, and Lane Johnson, because Lane Johnson,
all of them.
yeah, Fletcher Cox,
they got to do it for us. Goddamn shit.
Absolutely, right, man.
I feel that
Our mental health, right?
Hey, I feel you on that one, boy.
Man, when that ref said person holding on 24, man, I said, come on, man.
That was it, bro.
They didn't
I think everybody heart dropped.
Man, they knew, bro. Come on, them folks knew what was gonna happen when we got the ball back.
Mm-hmm.
They had to stop it.
Yeah,
they had to. They want. I feel like they wanted them to win. So, man, we better be motivated. But yeah, we hour and 1 minute and 38 seconds in, man. Let me get y'all final score predictions before we get up out of here.
Ooh, score predictions. I'm gonna go. I think this is gonna be a good offensive performance. The team is gonna look good. We're gonna be happy. Whatever you do to celebrate wins, we're gonna be doing it. I feel like we're gonna put up another 30 points. I'm going 31-17 Eagles.
I like that.
I'll say it's gonna be both teams. Like their defense is too good, man. I think it's gonna be 24-21 Eagles, and we're gonna be running the ball because that's the only way. We're gonna have to run the ball. And so we're gonna eat some time as well running the ball. So I'll say 24-21 Eagles for sure.
Okay. What about you, Don?
I think that it's going to be a high power offenses, 2 high powered offenses. I think they're going to score a lot. So I'm gonna say 30-27 Eagles.
Ooh, I like that.
Okay. So, all right. Well, yeah, I feel like both teams definitely gonna put up some points, but I feel like we just gonna come in there and handle business. Dealing that, what. The last time Jalen Hurts played this team, he looked super bad. So I feel like he has no choice but to ball out this game. I'm gonna say he has over 250 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 1 touchdown in the end zone, and I'm gonna say we get the dub 35-20.
Oh hell yeah! That's my anxiety gonna be great. My mental health gonna be great after that.
Hey, here go a bold prediction: Jalen Carter for 2 sacks.
Ooh.
Both 10 plus yards.
Yeah, I got Sweat getting another
10 plus.
I like
another
that.
sack in the forced fumble too.
Who got a forced fumble?
I said I got Sweaty J getting another sack in a forced fumble.
We got to put Reddick in there. Reddick got to close the deal this week.
He got to get him one. He got to get him one for sure.
Yeah, he got to close the deal this week. I think Reddick gonna get him one this week, and then it's up from here. It's up from there for Reddick.
Yeah, for sure.
So
but yeah, man, we got 5 people in the chat. Thank y'all for tuning in and supporting all our channels. Hey, if y'all haven't subscribed to our channels, hey, make sure y'all sub up Diamond Crew Sports, my bad. And my guy Kev Talking Birds, my guy Daga with Eagles Uncut 2.0, and of course myself, Eagles Playbook Podcast. Hey, please, y'all sub us up, man. Show us some support. You know, we love the birds. And, hey, it's fly, man.
Yes,
You
sir.
already know.
All right, y'all, we out.
Appreciate y'all.
Catch y'all. All right.
Thank you, guys.